Feel free to ask questions if you're part of the meeting.
Brent, look, how difficult was this decision to call time now?
Yeah, it's very tough. To get told that I can't play contact sport and also on top of that play football again was very tough, but I made some very good inroads in my recovery and I'm hoping to live a normal life.
Do you have an inkling, Brent, that might be the case? That it might be hard to play footy again after the accident?
You always, when you got the injury that I did receive, you obviously thought about it, but as I said, I'm glad I'm here and I'm on making some good recovery and still got some time to go, but I'm on the mend.
When did you get the news, Brent, and when did you make the decision that it wouldn't be going further?
Over the time, talking to my medical staff, they just came to the decision that from the surgery that I had, it was pretty unanimous that contact sport was never an option again. And obviously, the game that I love, football, that's one of those contact sports.
What are your plans for the immediate future? Obviously, delve into a bit of coaching.
Yeah, at the moment, doing some coaching with the current squad, but also do some stuff at the Samurai and some business opportunities.
Now that you're not playing contact sport, Radar, will it just be a matter of the first tee at Kooyonga every day as much as you can?
Yeah, need to work on the handicap, get out there and play some golf, but it's something I'm looking forward to.
Spoke about more than 200 games, Brent. Can you sort of isolate one of your favourite moments for us?
I think playing finals footy is, it's what we play footy for. We love the game, but playing finals footy is very special, and to be involved in 3 prelims, it's a high, but we also didn't win them, so it's a bit of a low too. But I guess it's just your teammates that you meet and you love. That's probably the hardest thing that I'm probably going to miss if I do decide to get out of footy, but just some of the great friends I've met.
Was it an emotional time to tell the playing group this morning?
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I thought I was going to be okay, but it wasn't. It was felt like it took me 20 minutes to get out what I wanted to say, but no, just the message was, it's hard work being an AFL football. It's a roller coaster, but it's also a great ride.
Right, can you take us back to when you first joined the Crows in the early days in that first season, say?
Yeah, the first 2 seasons I hated it over here. I didn't enjoy it at all. But as I said to the boys, Goody, Rue and Michael Dowdy, they took me under their wing and I can't thank them enough.
What about the season ahead? Obviously you won't be playing, but some good signs with the club at the moment? Yeah, I think we've got a great list. We've been tested at the moment with all the injuries, but it just shows you how much of a great club this is. We can still have some players missing, but we're still winning games.
Brad, you mentioned getting back to normal life, and that's all everyone hopes for you. How close are you to that? What are you sort of balancing at the moment? Is there headaches or anything like that you're still dealing with?
As I said, I'm making a great recovery. The doctors are very happy with the way I'm going, but there's still some months to go for me to improve and get back to 100% fitness.
Can you go into any detail about that?
I'm not prepared to go into that anymore. I'm just here to celebrate my 203 game career.
Pretty good bloke, Phil. Sitting next to you. Haven't known him as long as a lot of the guys in the room, but how's he impacted your brief start at the Crows?
Yeah, look, he's a quality person. I mean, I've only really known Brent for 5 minutes compared to other people at the Adelaide Footy Club, and probably under tragic circumstances I got to know him fairly well and his family really well. So there's a lot of strength in how they came together, and it's a great example of not just footy clubs but families and how people support one another through tragedy. And he's a quality guy. We're going to help him with his transition into whatever it is the next part of his life, and he'll always be a welcome member of the Adelaide family.
How have you seen him grow, Nobes, since you're in your time with Lakes?
Enormously, Harry. Since he first arrived, I think, as Brent said, as a young 18, I probably coached against Brent when I was at Glenelg, and then to be able to move into the club and see the transition, I think what you saw this morning was just a real class person, and how he's handled himself this morning. The integrity and the honesty that I think Brent's embedded within our culture of our football club. They're the people that you just love to have around the place, and I just think he's well on his way. He hasn't lost his sense of humour at all. The little clips that we're starting to see from him back around the place, but the growth now for him, as a family, Brent sort of said that he and Jamie, will look to that, but just a quality person that you've had around the place. And look, 13th player to play 200 games on our list, that's a ranking. Longevity, performance, and being able to overcome resilience, I think are marks of great people and great players. And I think Brent's been able to display that all the way through his career.
Brent, how do you look back on the incident itself, I suppose? Have you sort of moved on emotionally? Do you hold any resentment towards it, or have you put it in the past?
I don't remember it, so which is probably a good thing. But my whole motto from the injury is it is what it is, and you got to get on with it. If you dwell on it too long, you don't get nothing from it. So I moved on, and I'm well to living a normal life and get my recovery back. Yep.
Phil, can you just touch on a few of the things that Brent has to offer in the coach's box?
Yeah, look, he's got a lot of experience as a player, and there's guys you meet over your coaching career where some guys you think, yeah, that guy's going to probably go down the coaching pathway. And even when I first came into the club pre-season, Brent would be asking me about why we're doing this, or you thought about doing that. So he's one of the players who's been able to have those conversations with coaches. So he's got some value to add around the playing group. We want to give him a look at the business and see which part that really does excite him. I encourage him to chase his passion, whatever that is, and he's got a little bit of time to do that after what's happened.
So do you expect him to be in the coach's box from now on for the rest of the year?
Yeah, no, we're going to offer that for Brent. He's been in there for a couple of games already. He's helped out with a little bit of training. We're also conscious, though, he's still in a recovery mode at the moment. We don't want to welcome him into the life of a coach, which is not that great at some stage.
Any questions, guys?
He doesn't have a bad kick as well, Phil. You missed that kick of his.
Yeah, well, that was as a coach from other teams and scouting the Crows, one thing you always was aware of was you didn't want Brent Reilly getting the ball across half back. And I think the thing he added from what I watched of his career then was that ability to go back and take the intercept mark as well. So we've missed that. There's no doubt about that. And unfortunately, we won't get to see Brent do that again.
All good, guys? Thanks very much for coming along. Much appreciated.